Welcome on board everyone, my name's Andrew. I'll be your pilot and your tour guide today. If everyone's ready to go, we're off to see London Bridge. So first two pictures on the tour are coming up to our right there, guys. Those two there are called Gog and Magog, which are names from the Bible. It's from the Old Testament. Not actually part of the Apostles though. The Apostles going to be on the right hand side after we finish the return marine here. Feel free to ask many questions by the way. If you do want to do that, microphone needs to be close to your lips here. There we go, off to our right are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 apostles. Just 7 remaining today. The little secret is there were never actually 12. They used to be called the Sow and Piglets. Not a very nice name, so they changed that to just the apostles in 1950. And of course everyone here is so used to the 12 apostles from the Bible, people started calling them that. Name just kind of stuck. That's the last one going by there with the grass on it. The next group here do have their own names, so not actually part of the apostles. Small two in front are called the Twin Sisters. Tall one in the middle, Salted Pepper Shakers. Long, skinny one is called the Razorback. And yes, we do love descriptive names in Australia. And this is all natural beauty, of course. It's just the wind and the sea eating away the soft limestone in the area that's created the spectacular scenery we'll see on the flight today. That's Baker's Oven off to our right, on the hole on the side of it. It's called Baker's Oven because that hole kind of looks like a wood-fired oven, although everyone else reckons it looks like a great big piece of cheesecake. Stack coming up to the right now. That one's called Sentinel Rock. That is the tallest one in the national park. It's 70 metres tall. Makes it the same as a 20-storey building. If we compare it to this car coming along the Great Ocean Road here, it'll give you an idea of how big that is. Township on the right now is Fort Campbell. It's named after Captain Alexander Campbell, who was a whaler. And it is whale season right now. We've had quite a few sightings lately, so keep your eyes peeled. Might see a whale on today's flight as well. This is 2 Mile Bay to our right. That's a well-known surfing spot. We often get surfers out there being towed onto the waves by a jet ski. And ahead of us at the far end, 2 Mile Bay, is what's called the Arch. It's a perfect arc of rock coming off the next headland there. To give you an idea of that arch's size, it probably doesn't look it, and we could actually take this great big helicopter and fly it through that arch if we wanted to. won't let me do that, of course, but the dimensions do work out. If they ever changed about 20 rules, let me have a go at it. We could squeeze the machine through there. That's Point Hess down to the right. The cut and the tip is a set of steps the local fishermen use, so they could fish off a little ledge at the bottom. This heart-shaped island around the next corner is London Bridge. Well, it's actually what's left of London Bridge. There's a single arch in the middle, but there used to be another arch across that gap there, and that's where it got its name from. When it had two arches, it did look a lot more like a bridge. They just went with the most famous bridge they could think of. We'll turn on around, have another look at it here. And while we're in the turn, we're going to get you on TV. The front row on the screen. If you'd like to give yourselves a wave there, ladies, cameras there. The rear row guys, run this camera above my head, so if you want to give yourselves a wave, camera's right there. London Bridge off to the left again. As I was saying, it used to have a second arch across the gap. 40 metres worth of rock went across that gap and joined it to the mainland. That meant you were able to walk out onto it, so when the second arch collapsed in 1990, two people got stuck on the far side. They were stuck out there for 3 hours before a helicopter could rescue them. So a very lucky pair. They could have actually been standing on that arch when it collapsed. That's 2 Mile Bay to the left again, the popular surfing spot, with the town of Port Campbell at the other end. That is the tourist hub of the area today, so if you do need a meal or accommodation after the flight, that's the best direction to head in. A couple of nice restaurants in town there. If you also have a look at the base of the cliffs below Port Campbell, you'll see big chunks of rock. Good examples of the frequent rock pools we get here. We lose somewhere between 2 and 15 centimetres of coastline per year. Normally due to rock pools like those. That does make this some of the fastest eroding coastline in Australia. We come back past the Sentinel here. Beyond it is a scooped out bay or cove at the end of that dirt road. That one is called Double Bay. And we do actually have penguins living down in Double Bay there. Little furry penguins. Same as the ones from Phillip Island. Baker's Oven coming up to the left again, the one that looks like the big piece of cheesecake. Just past it is a beautiful beach where the Sherbrooke River crosses the coast. You can get to that beach for a walk. It's accessed from the Lockhart Gorge car park over there where those buses are. Broken ahead to the left, just past that is an island here shaped like a question mark or a seahorse. That's Buttonbird Island. It's also where the ship Lockhart was wrecked in 1878. The two survivors of the wreck made it through the little gap there to the beach tucked in below the car park. That's why that beach is called Lockhart Gorge. It's named in memory of the Lockhart shipwreck. That's what for walk as well, very pretty there. And we're back at the start of the Apostles. I'll count off the 7 for you. Number 1 and the largest is the one with the grass on top. Number 2 is the triangular one. And we've got 3, 4, 5 and the smallest number 6 in a group together. Further down is the last one, number 7. Just before the lookout. Lookout's the flat spur that sticks out from the mainland. There did used to be an 8th apostle. That pile of rocks in between 6 and 7 is what's left of number 8. It collapsed in 2005. All the apostles are being worn away at their base. You can probably see there's a notch on the bottom of each one where the sea's chipping into them. It used to be a slab of limestone that stretched all the way out to sea. About 6,000 years ago, when the Ice Age receded, is when the sea level stabilised at its current height and began to eat its way into the coastline. That's left us with everything we've just seen. These are all tougher bits of rock that stood up to erosion better than the softer limestone around them. We'll turn on in here as we cross the coast. We'll get a beautiful farewell view of the Apostles to the left. So have the cameras ready. Those two stacks closest to us, as we said on the way out, are called Gog and Magog. They got their names before the Apostles got theirs, so that's why they're not part of the lineup. It's just that 7 on the other side of the lookout that do make up the Apostles. So I hope you enjoyed your flight today, guys. Video recording is going to be available in the office straight afterwards if you want to see that one. Welcome back, guys. You're free to remove your headsets. Headsets go on the pegs behind you. If you'd like to take your seatbelts off and spin the black disc in front of you. Thanks for flying with us, guys. Enjoy the rest of your holiday.